Hi again, and now in question number 3B. Yes, we are doing question number 3B. You have to consider the viability of the perspective offered in the response. Now, perspective, you know what is perspective? It is the view, it is your feeling, it is your outlook, how you see the things. Okay, bear in mind that first of all, sometimes the question says that you have to put up the persona of a different person who is mentioned in the summary task. Okay, so you have to put up that persona, and then from their perspective, you have to answer the question that is asked. Now, this question will be of 5 marks, and how you're going to assess is that you are not being influenced by anything outside of the skills and understanding. For example, handwriting expression in a question where writing is not assessed, or an idea that you are a strict or generous marker. The perspectives will be asked, and the student have to relate with the passage, like in case of a tree hotel. Okay, the manager or the owner of the tree hotel, he has to appear as Kent. I can't recall his name. It was Kent, I guess. Okay, let it be ABC. Okay, so he has to develop, the student has to develop that persona, and from his point of view, he has to answer the question. Now, the question could be anything asking about the environmental influences of the choices they have made, if they have come up with any ethical idea. So, what dangers are posed by them. Okay, if the question is about any trend they have introduced, so how this trend would be anticipated by the society. Okay, such questions would come, and there the reading of the summary, the reading of the text, okay, that is very important, because there that reading would help the student to develop a perspective from the persona which is given in the question. Okay, and now when all this is done, you see that the student has got the perspective, and now looking at the mark scheme, that is out of 5, you have to give the response, give the marks. So, 3 perspectives or 3 viewpoints should be shared, right? And then next 2 marks you can, keep for how well organized the structure is, and whether the student, if he had to use opinionated tone, so has he used that. What I suggest my students, that when they are coming up with this kind of question, the response writing question, and they are interviewed and they have to give their own perspective. Okay, so I guide them to use the modality. Okay, that is the modal verb, that it might, it could be. Okay, it is seen that, it is noticed. Okay, and of course you have to use the first person pronoun uh, for developing the urgency and the immediacy. Got it? Then here it is said, when we're first considering the level for a response which uses level based mark descriptors, look at the masking descriptors in the levels above it and levels below it to check whether there are elements of these you might need to take account of. If the mark descriptors are telling something that it should be there in the response, okay, then you have to see, and then you have to mark accordingly. Once you arrive at a level, ask yourself the question, how does the evidence in the response match this level? It means that there's a little self reflection going on. Okay, you have to keep on assessing yourself also, because being human, we are not AI. Being human, we are tend to be subjective. Okay, so some responses might catch our fancy. Okay, some responses might appear to us as insipid or bland, though they had all the arguments or all the ingredients which they should have, and it is, the reflection of the marks descriptors also. Okay, so keep yourself, in the position that you are being just with the student, by asking yourself that whether which level you are giving the student, whether the student worth it, are you not, if there is no consideration of being strict or being lenient here, you just have to be justified, as it is a summative assessment. For question 3A, Explain your marks for reading and writing with an examiner comment. Okay, when you are checking summary writing question, okay, that is question 3A, you will be using the examiner comments over there. It means that while you are even checking the papers at your school, okay, there also, if you have the mark scheme with you, of course, if you are taking 0500 paper, that the mark scheme will come along with it. Okay, use the comments which are actually given by the examiner over there, right? Use those comments in them so that the student have a very clear understanding of what to do and what not to do. And yes, very important, what I do in my classroom is that I pay more attention to these strugglers, because of course the gifted students can do well on their own also. They would not need us as a teacher, they would only be needing us as a facilitator, as a mentor. Okay, but the struggling students, we need to teach them, we need to train them. So what I do, I use some sentence trains that I will be giving you the link also. You will find the link and you will find it very very useful. Give it to your students. It will not help you only in coming up with a response that desires, the opinion, that requires the opinion, the perspective, the view. It will also be helping you in directed writing, because there also, when the students are evaluating, okay, they make these mistakes of coming up with very straight and direct language. Okay, the language is not argumentative or persuasive, or having a compare and contrast effect. So these sentence frames, okay, they will help a lot in getting, like, it can be taken as an anchor, and they will be learning a lot from it. So you will find it at the end of this video.